The coaches have chimed in. You see the first coaches poll?
I did.
Georgia's number 1.
Looks good.
And then there's Michigan 2 above Alabama. Okay.
That's shocking.
How about this?
Well,
Ohio
Michigan
State's 4th,
votes.
but they got a first place. So, yeah, Michigan didn't get any first place votes.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
LSU, then USC, then Penn State, Florida State, Clemson, and Tennessee.
Yes, indeed.
It's great.
Okay.
I was looking at the top 12. It might be a good discussion, like which of those 12 don't make it. Because, we're going to...
Got it.
We're going to 12 next year,
Yeah,
but I mean... Like,
this year, I know there's one last one of the 4.
Yeah.
And by the way, the realignment with the Big Ten, I don't think folks realize that the Big Ten is going to a one big mosh pit of a standings like the Big 12 or Big 16.
No split divisions.
So it's not like, the winner of the toughest division faces the winner of the much less competitive division.
For the champion.
And then the Big Ten championship that's going to be out.
Starting this year? Or
I believe it's next.
Okay.
And
when USC and UCLA join over, right?
Right. When it's just the mere 16 teams before the 18 come in. I don't know how you could do it with the 18. You're still you'd have to split it. I don't know. But the problem with that is, you know what that is? I don't think a lot of people realize this, is that it's entirely possible that Michigan and Ohio State in late November is for nothing except pride. You don't want to really lose to each other, but you don't really want to show them everything you have because you're already facing each other, win or lose.
If you guys are 1-2.
That's the way it's been pretty,
right.
And this is not a brag of any sort. That's the way it is a lot of years.
Right.
Where it's like, this is now for the right to go play for the Big Ten championship game and for the right to have standing with the committee that meets every single week to put you in the Final Four if you win your championship game. Now, if there's 12 getting in, both are most likely going to get in to the big playoff. The only question is, do you get to host a game or not? And that will be of significance.
Get a bye,
right? Bye or not, or hosting a game or not. And that level of significance will be sacrificed on the altar of the game being played at full strength. Might rest players against each other in the big house or the horseshoe because you got that following week's importance. Like Blake Corum sure as hell wasn't going to play in the horseshoe this past year.
This is the new world order of college football.
That's what I'm saying.
The playoff and the money matter more than your rivalry.
I'm just wondering if we're complaining about, or at least I'm complaining about it right now, in the same way that a lot of folks are saying playoffs are going to ruin college football anyway because the do or die aspect to every Saturday will be gone. That, when we went to school, it was all about you better stay undefeated. You lose one game, you're out.
Pretty much. Or if you're going to lose early.
And a lot of people thought, and a lot of people thought, well, that's the way college football is being played, but it's now ruined. And then we saw the college football playoff, even with that fakakta of BCS, which I thought stunk, even though I know you keep pointing out the math and the slide ruling and all of that stuff that I remember Brad Edwards used to do a segment on ESPN all the time, like the nutty professor, and like, okay, well, I trust you. They're the best teams.
Remember the one year Alabama lost like the week and then still made it?
So, but this one's different, I feel. Like it's entirely possible.
It's different. It's different for you.
What do you mean?
It's different for you because that game matters much more to you.
Well, it matters to a lot of the ratings show. The rest of the country kind of digs it too.
It's kind of the biggest game of the weekend, and so everyone watches.
Or the year.
Gamblers watch.
Oh, it would be if Alabama and Georgia played each other.
They do play the next week.
Right. Okay. But this one's on the schedule every year, and this one is now going to be potentially cannibalized by the manner in which the Big Ten is choosing who makes their championship.
But would you rather win that game or a playoff game?
Well, I'd rather... Well, I will go to my mortal coil. I will shuffle off this mortal coil, sir, saying I want to win that game, period. But, if it's more important to beat them the following week...
Or 2 weeks down the line, or,
Oh, my God. That's coming. You better get used to it. Yeah. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.